But Michael, you said you were gonna record once a week. But you said you were motivated. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, relax, all right? I've been on a bit of a hiatus, okay? That's all right. That's perfectly fine. You know why? Because I make the rules here, okay? I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not. You think I'm getting paid for this? Hell no. No one's even listening. So I'm doing it on my own time, okay? Relax, relax. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. And you know why? It's because I'm cooking up some absolute heaters, okay? I have a couple episodes on the way that are just gonna get you fired up, and that includes today, okay? Welcome back to What Lights My Fire, or What Lights Your Fire. I keep messing that up, and that's okay. The past two episodes, if you haven't been steaming hot off of the motivation that I've been given for the past two episodes. The first one being, Denzel Washington telling you to fall forward. If you haven't listened to that one, take a listen. If you haven't listened to the second episode of Travis Tritt telling you that you're going to be somebody, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Those two things are perfectly fine. Listen to them, don't listen to them, doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you hear today's message and you get going for this week. All right, it's a Monday for me at the moment that I'm recording this. Long week ahead. That's okay. Today's theme is from uh, one of my top four favorite movies of all time. All right. I didn't say top five. I didn't say top three. Didn't say top two. There's a reason. Because today's movie that this motivational quote comes from is not only a steaming motivational movie, it is quite possibly a cinematic masterpiece. Okay. And I say that not of any sort of exaggeration. All right. I'm dead serious about this. Godfather, Godfather Part 2, and then this movie are probably looped together. But the motivational piece that I give today, and if I didn't give the background of what this show is, if this is your first time listening, I give, a bit of motivation each and every week to try and light your fire, to try and help you figure out, what lights your fire and to keep you motivated throughout the week. And so for this week, it is you know what, I'm not even, before I do anything, before I keep talking, before I keep rambling on, I'm just going to play the clip, okay? I'm going to play you the phrase that I'm going to use today, the title of the episode. You thought I was tough? This jump will kill you. All right. Come on. Get your head on your shoulders, man. Think about the fight. Think about the fight. Clubber Lang's in here. He's trying to hurt you, Rock. He's trying to hurt you. Okay, here he comes. Jab. He's jabbing. He's jabbing. He's trying to hurt you. You got to fight him. You got to move. Nothing in the meeting. He's up against the wall. There's the corner. He's hooking. Damn, Ron, come on. What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Yep. All right. I played a little bit too much of the clip. Doesn't matter. Okay. The end right there. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. That's what the theme of today is. Now, this, like I said, comes from a movie of pure motivation. It comes from a franchise, obviously top motivational movies of all time. It comes from the Rocky franchise, one of my favorite movies of all time. And no, it does not come from the first Rocky, which, whatever. That's okay. It doesn't come from Rocky 2. What? What? It doesn't come from Rocky 2. Okay, so it has to come from Rocky 4, right? No. Wait a second. You tell me it doesn't come from when he knocks out Ivan Drago? What? No. Okay. It comes from Rocky 3, one of my favorite films to exist. And I list this because I go in depth about Rocky right now because it's one of my favorite movies, like I said, but it lights my fire every time I watch it. So if you don't know the story of Rocky, he's a boxer. He's pretty much a punching bag. He doesn't do defense. He's just a big, hit me and I'll throw one punch. You throw 44. Okay, that's pretty much what he is. He's kind of a bum. Doesn't really have much motivation to get going in life, and he's doing all these things. He gets the chance to fight the heavyweight champion of the world, and he eventually he gets to that point, where he's like, oh, you know what, I actually have a chance. I'm gonna give it all I got, and that's where we get that infamous, We get that infamous training montage in the first one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the gray sweatsuit, the red headband. He's running through the streets. He runs the steps, puts his arms up. Uh, that's the first one, right? We get to the second one. He didn't win the heavyweight championship title, but he lasted 12 rounds, which is what he wanted to do. And so he made his goal, to just make it the 12 rounds to stay standing, and he did. And that was a bit, it's a great movie, ends on a good note. But we get to the second movie, and he gets the rematch, right? We get that long anticipated rematch with Apollo Creed, and we see Apollo Creed. He's on a vengeance. He kind of got shown up, not upshown. That's not a thing. Shown up by Rocky the first time, and so he's like, oh, I'm gonna put this kid on his ass. I'm gonna knock him out. And so he's like, he comes out with a vengeance. Boom, 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 popping Rocky Ran, but he doesn't go down. And eventually we get to the last round. He knocks out Apollo Creed. He wins the heavyweight championship of the world. Realistic? No. But is it a damn good story? Yes, it is. And we get to Rocky 3 now, and Rocky is, he's been on top of the boxing ring for a long time. And he's beating all these kind of like bums almost, kind of like he was at the beginning, right? And he doesn't really know it. He's kind of just living in the world like, oh, I'm the best. And then, it kind of gets shown that they've been giving him tomato cans to fight, and then he gets mad, so he chooses this guy, Clubber Lang, played by the one and only Mr. T. He chooses him to fight because he's actually like a real boxer, and he gives him a real chance. And he gets beat. He gets beat the first time. So he gets all, he's like, oh, man, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. And so Apollo Creed takes it upon himself, starts training him, and that's where we get that clip, right? So he's trying to motivate him to be better. He's trying to show him how to be a better boxer. And we get to this point where Rocky's he's kind of just living in the past of when he lost, right? And they're training, and he's beating him up, and he's like, damn it, Rock, come on, man. What's wrong with you? And Rocky's like, oh, tomorrow, man, tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. That's what the clip was, right? And when the first time I saw this film, I don't know how old I was, doesn't matter. I wanted to go run through a door because there is no tomorrow is the mentality that I have this week right now, because I saw this clip, and it made me realize I have to include this in What Lights My Fire, What Lights Your Fire, because it lights my fire, and it gets me motivated to go conquer whatever life throws at me today. And because I can focus on what comes at me in each moment, right? In each minute of the day, in each hour of the day, I can control that moment. I don't have to worry about what's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow could be a hell of a day, right? It could be a stressful day. It could be whatever. A lot of things going your way, a lot of obstacles, whatever it is. It doesn't matter because you're not in that moment. There is no tomorrow, all right? You have today to prove to yourself that you have what it takes to be who you want to be. It doesn't matter, what's happened in the past. It doesn't matter what's happening tomorrow, because tomorrow might not come. So live for today. There is no tomorrow, man. And Rocky, he kind of like, he gets that fired inside him after that phrase, and they go on this big, that's where the eye of the tiger comes in. It's the eye of the tiger. That was really out of tune, but I don't care. And so we get that, training montage. He's running on the beach, and he eventually comes back, and he whoops up on Clubber Lang, and he wins back his championship title. And it's it's a Rocky movie, and it ends in good fashion and on an up note, and it gets you going. At least it gets me going. But it's that phrase in the very pivotal part of the movie, right? It's either shut up and take your loss and give up, right? Or you can really spark yourself again, because he's obviously proven that he can do that. He's proven that he has what it takes to find that fight inside of him and keep pushing. So he does find it. He wins the championship. But I think it's because of what Apollo Creed tells him. He says, there is no tomorrow, man. There is no tomorrow. And that, in my opinion, is the best moment of the Rocky franchise, because, he's obviously gone through hell to get to the point where he's at. And it's like he's almost given up to the point where he forgot all about that. Like I said, don't live in the past, but you can learn from the past, because you can't see what tomorrow's going to bring. You might have a plan for it, but like everyone knows, you can't plan life, all right? I wish I could do that, because then life would be super easy. I could just go through, not having to worry about nothing, not having to be motivated to get today's work done. Oh, I got tomorrow. But I don't know that I got tomorrow. That's reality. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work hard this week. I'm going to push myself to conquer the little things, because that'll help me learn how to conquer the big things. It's all about It's all about mastering the skill of motivation. And that's where I'm trying to help, other people, and I'm trying to help myself really, because that's what keeps me on track is reminding myself of this little phrase throughout the week. So today's Monday, like I said, and for the rest of the week, I'm gonna be thinking there is no tomorrow, so I gotta focus on what's today. I got a job to do. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna be the best at what I got. Doesn't matter if that's taking out the trash or if that's taking a test or you're going to work or whatever you do. Go do it today, and do it with the attitude that there is no tomorrow, because it doesn't matter what's coming. It doesn't matter if there's a wave of stress and anxiety that you got, because I get that all the time. It's an attitude of I'm going to go kick ass today, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be, the most mediocre version of myself. I'm here to be the best version of myself. I'm here to be that heavyweight champion Rocky Balboa. I'm not here to be the guy that got, beat and gives up, right? So that's what I kind of want to leave people with this week, and that's what I'm gonna leave myself with this week, and that's what's lighting my fire for the rest of the day, and for Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is. There is no tomorrow, so why not go do it today? And yeah, so I was thinking about this in the car, and I was like, you know what, I gotta actually go record this episode because I've been putting it off, and um, that's not okay. I can't be a hypocrite. If I'm gonna be doing a motivational thing, I can't not be motivated. So yeah, here I am. Uh, this is episode 3, and it was a little bit shorter than the other two, but I think it's because I got really more succinct with the point. Because it's really you don't have to. I don't have to explain that much. But what I'm gonna leave people with is, I'm gonna do that this week. Think that way, because you don't need to live in the stress and anxiety of the future, because you don't know what the future is going to hold. There is no tomorrow. That's how I'm going to think. And, I'm going to go into work each day. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to be cooperative, careful, thorough, work as hard as I can on every little task that I have to do. And so I encourage you this week, go, go work hard, whatever you got each day. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life. It doesn't matter your situation financially, really any aspect of your life. It doesn't matter. Every single person has a job to do in one aspect or another. And I encourage you to live with that attitude that there is no tomorrow, because you're going to be the best version of yourself today. So go pick up whatever you got to do, get it done. And then when tomorrow does come, you can say that you lived with that fire inside of you, because I know you can do it. I'm rooting for you. I'm proud of you. And yeah, so go live like Rocky Balboa did, Rocky 3, arguably top 4 movie for me. Relax, okay? Relax, relax. Top 4 movie for me. I didn't say all time, just for me. And I'm always right, so it is top 4. But there is no tomorrow. Next episode, I'm not going to wait a month to do it. I will follow through. And yeah, so I'll catch everybody in the next episode.